everyone, welcome to You Are the Operant Power. In our next little video for troubleshooting foundations, considerations, I wanted to suggest to you that you have nothing to lose. This was something I learned early on, and of course, you always have to be conscious of it, so it's constantly on my mind. And I thought maybe if I tell you, it's something you've never heard before, or it can just reinforce what you have heard before. A lot of times when we want our life to be a certain way, of course we have to make changes. Nothing can change if you're still the same as you always were. And a lot of times we worry about things that we really have no control over. The only thing we really have control over is our perception of the situation. So if there's something going on, I'll give you an example that I used. A number of years back, I was in a debt cycle and it just kept going and going. And I couldn't figure out how to get off it. I knew I wanted to get off it, couldn't figure out how I got to get off it. So something happened, I don't even remember exactly what, and I just got really, really upset. I was really afraid of going bankrupt. At the time, I had some really poor beliefs in that area. So I was upset for, 24 hours, and I just thought, okay, you know what? I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do about this. I didn't know about any of this conscious creating at the time, but I just thought, okay, I'm upset. I'm worrying, my day's been ruined now. And really my day was no different that day as far as events go than it was the day before. So I kind of started looking at that. Oh, okay, well, so, he wasn't aware of all this stuff, or it hadn't come to mind yesterday, but it did today. So what do I do with it? And I realized that, I could be fearful of what could happen. I could worry about what's going to happen. I could be frustrated by what's going to happen. And I was, but that wasn't changing anything. Everything was still the same. Nothing was brought to my attention that made me feel better. I was still in that place. So what I finally decided, I created a visual for myself that I call the Freedom Star that I'll share with you in a minute. You don't have to use it, but you may find it useful if it gives you something to put a focus for being able to do this. But I realized that all the worry, fear, frustration wasn't changing anything except my day. It was ruining my day. And I finally decided, no, well, what's the point of feeling those things if it's not doing anything but ruining my day? And along with that, a lot of those feelings is we feel like we should feel that way. We feel guilty if we don't feel bad about this or bad about that. So I just decided, no, you know what? If it's not helping me, I'm not going to feel it anymore. And so I created this visual for myself, which I call the Freedom Star, which is basically I would see, close my eyes and see a star, a bright star in the distance, and I would be sending the energy of worry, fear, frustration into that star. So from myself into that star, and then I'd just be, at the time I was filling my own energy in with unconditional love, trust, and faith. And so anytime I would have those feelings of, oh no, well, what about this? And what if that happens? And, when your mind just goes crazy. No. All of that's going to the Freedom Star, to the Freedom Star, to the Freedom Star. And so that happened. It was really regular that I was sending to the Freedom Star for probably 2 days. I would go to bed and be doing it all night, basically. As I'm sleeping, I'm still, I go to bed with the intention that all the worry, fear, everything's going into the Freedom Star. So long story short, I ended up on the third day, I got a phone call from a bank, and they, can you please contact me? At that time, I wanted nothing to do with the bank. So I was just like, oh, no, no, no. No. And it was a bank that I only had a credit card with at the time. And I didn't really owe anything on the credit card. So that wasn't a debt issue. And I thought, well, that's really weird. Now, is there some, and here, this is my mindset, right? Is there some debt that I've forgotten about that they're coming after me for now too? And so I didn't call her back. This was a Friday. I didn't call her back. She called again on I think the next Tuesday. And I'm like, oh, what do they want? Okay, fine. I can't avoid this any longer. I called her and she said, could you come in to see us? We have a pre-approved line of credit for you for a large amount of money. I'm like, what? I just didn't understand it at all. But what I knew, and didn't understand any of this at that time, but I knew it was related to me letting go of the fear. I didn't know why it was related to, I didn't know how it worked. I just knew that was the only thing that was different, is that I would let go. I spent my focus for a day and a half, 2 days. Whenever the fear would come up, whenever the worry would come up, whenever the frustration would come up, no, it's Freedom Star. No, go to the Freedom Star. No, Freedom Star. And my thinking, when I started that out, is, well, you know what, if my fear and worry is not changing anything, then I might as well enjoy my days. Like, why ruin my days? If all of this stuff is going to just happen because I have no control over anything, then I'm at least going to enjoy my time up until that point when it happens, if it happens. Because of course we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we do now. I know that we do because we create it, but at that time I didn't know and didn't think I had any control over anything at all. So I just hope this is something that you maybe reinforces thoughts that you've had, or takes away the power from those kind of frustrating, fearful, and worrying thoughts, and use the Freedom Star. The Freedom Star is that energy is, you let go of that energy and it's transmuted into creating what you would like. So let me know what you think. Leave a message down below. Please share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.